What up? I'm B, and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things YouTube drama and current events. Hope you're having a great Tuesday today and you're ready to get into some of the craziest things that have happened over the past few weeks on YouTube. As always, we will give people just a little bit to get in here. Then we are going to go over our wins for the week. Then we will get into the drama. Hi Kona, how are you? All right, if you are in here, say hello, say what is up. Hi, Carolee. Hi, Squirrellock. Squirrellock said, OMG, I made a live. You did, yay. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Saya. I feel like it's been a while since you've caught a live. I'm glad you're here. Count Von Wilson said, yay, I was hoping there would be a live today. Hi, Bink Stinks. Hi, Sarah. Hi, you guys. Okay, so I want to try and keep my intro stuff as short as possible, and like still let people have a chance to get in before we get into all of the stuff. So we're gonna move right into win for the week. Let me know what your win for the week is, something exciting, something you accomplished, something good going on in your life right now. Kona said, doing good, making progress in some projects I've been slacking on lately, actually. Well, that is so good that you're actually moving forward and getting stuff done. Caitlin said, hi, love catching lives with the time difference. It's so crazy because I know, obviously, that like there's a time difference, but I always forget about it. So I'm glad you were able to make this one. Sybil Anna 82, Fibro Warrior said, hey B, I'm listening, making dinner, love ya. Thank you so much. I hope your dinner turns out really well. Savannah said, worked out twice already this week. That's so good. Nivi K said, I learned to help my boyfriend with his business. Awesome. Tones Malone said, I just made a necklace business. Ooh. Oh, wait, no. I just made a necklace today. So cool. Sorry, I got two comments mixed up. Saya said, I got a good night's sleep last night. That is the best. Carolee said, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, if you enjoy hanging out with me and you enjoy these live streams, hit the like button, give it a like. It lets other people know that, hey, this is a good video to watch. So I would appreciate it. Squirrelux, I got most of my Christmas shopping done. You are so on top of it. If you've already gotten most of it done, it's not even December. Pink Circle 08 said, I've been working on a story I've been writing for 17 months, almost at 92,000 words. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Count Von Wilson said, my win is that I've been asked to hand in my resume at my local bakery to do barista work at the end of the year, hoping it works out because it's a lovely family business and I need the work. Well, I hope that it works out really well and that you enjoy doing that. Caitlin said, yes, here in Australia, it's 10:30 a.m. My win, almost finished all our Christmas. You too? Almost finished all your Christmas shopping and are on track to save for our wedding in August of 2021. COVID postponed us this year. Stinking COVID, dude. Always getting in the way. But it is good that you are on track saving for it. That's awesome. Pink as a Flamingo said, I'm here at a live. That's my good news. You're so sweet. Shawnee said, I got to start Christmas shopping for my kids. You guys are just... I have not bought a single thing for Christmas, honestly. I've been thinking about it, but I just haven't actually done it. I need to. Emily said, went to Costco and got a huge box of macarons. Yum. Lauren said, finally catching you live. Love you and your channel. Thank you so much. And I am so glad you are here catching a live. All right, I'll do one more minute of good news and then we will get into our topics. So, where did I leave off at? All Things Crafty said, hey girl, we got my laundry room done. I'm filming for Friday while watching you, and hubby is working on my new filming craft studio she shed. That's so fun. Kara said, my dog is reactive to other dogs, so we've been training to make good connections with other dogs, and she made a new dog friend today. Yay, that's so sweet. Rosa Bowen said, first time catching a live. That's exciting. A lot of people's first. So glad to have you all here. All right, Marty, no. Marty asked if, hello, am I late? No, we have not gotten into anything really yet, just given our wins. And, oh, Pink as the Flamingo said, oh, and my other good news is my sister got engaged last week. That's so exciting. All right, one more. Lauren said, my win is that I made it through today, teacher life in 2020. If you have a teacher friend in your life, send them a text, see if they're okay, ask if you can buy their coffee, because teaching already, like, just as a concept, having, in some cases, upwards of, or even over 30 small human beings that you are responsible for educating is a lot. And dealing with all the technology and all of that, I can't imagine. So give them a hug. Well, I don't know, I was going to say give them a hug. Blow them a kiss. Send them a text. See if they need anything. Take care of the teachers and the parents in your lives, because this year makes a hard job even harder. But let's go ahead. Yeah, Kara said teachers and nurses are really keeping this country together right now. For sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our topics. We have 4 topics that I would like to get into. My goal is to spend about 10 minutes on each topic. So I'm going to do my best to just give you the details, give you the point by point of what we were talking about, and then let you guys give your opinions so we can have a bit of a back and forth conversation. So the first topic that we are talking about is Creepshow Art allegedly being doxxed. Now give me a thumbs up in the comments if you know a decent background about why that happened and how that happened, and give me an emoji thumbs down if you haven't, because if we've got a lot of people who don't know the lead up, I'm gonna kind of rapid fire some facts at you, and if we do have a lot of people who know it, we'll just get into the doxing. All right, so we've got thumbs ups. All right, cool. We've got a lot of people, everybody so far, who says that they know what's going on. Okay. Oh, but Alexis doesn't. Rosa doesn't. Okay, so long story short, there is a lot of drama going on right now with Katie Joy Paulson from Without a Crystal Ball. She is a YouTuber, obviously, here on the platform. She makes content. A lot about her approach is suspect, is what I'll say. She likes to really dig into people's past. She likes to contact people who know the people that she's talking about. She does a lot of digging, and she rubs a lot of people the wrong way. I personally have made 2 videos really going deep into her past and some of the controversies that she has been in on this platform. So if you want more info, I'll link them in the description box after we're done. You can feel free to go check them out. But recently, she's been in a legal dispute with Tati Westbrook because Tati sent her 4 cease and desist. Katie was, according to Tati, blatantly and with malice defaming her. She was doing it on purpose. She claimed that Without a Crystal Ball was making false claims about Tati and her husband, as well as about Halo Beauty, which is Tati's business. Tati sent her 4 cease and desist. She didn't stop, she kept going, and so now Tati is suing her. So a lot of people are talking about what's going on. A lot of the bigger creators in the drama and commentary community are talking about Without a Crystal Ball. They're talking about this topic, and one of those creators is Shannon from Creepshow Art. Now, Shannon, well, where do I want to start? Because this is something that I almost went off on Twitter, but I knew I couldn't get it concise enough to get it on Twitter. Last week, Without a Crystal Ball posted a video that she kind of framed as an apology to some of the creators that she has had run-ins with, but ended up really just kind of being deflection and saying, I'm sorry I responded to you in this way because I was under duress from these other people. And in that video, Katie referenced being doxxed and being scared because a lot of people had her personal address. Katie registered her LLC with her personal address. So, oh, you guys are saying the audio's cutting out? Is it good for most of you, or does somebody just need to refresh? Let me move my computer away. Check the mics. It should be good. Okay, Saya said Elizabeth, mine did, but I refreshed and it's good now. Okay. Let me know. Give me like an at B Haney if it messes up. Okay, cool. We're good. So, back to what I was saying. Katie, from Without a Crystal Ball, registered her LLC using her home address. So, yeah, people have access to that. People have your home address. I think it is morally a gray area if you have access to the registration and you see that that is her personal address, to then share it around and speak about it and be open with it, which is why when I saw the court documents involving Katie, I didn't post a link to them, even though I talked about them in a video, because I'm not a weirdo, y'all aren't weirdos, but somebody who has that information could do something bad with it. So Katie said she was being doxxed, people were sharing her personal information, they were talking about her address. That happened. She's the one who put her address out there, but I understand why she would be feeling off about other people having access to it. But that was a big point in her video. She then proceeds to go into a Discord server of another creator named Unirock and allegedly, according to what we have been told by Unirock himself, post what she claimed to be, or post what we are being told were pictures of Shannon from Creepshow Art, as well as her full name. Now, Shannon, at one point, accidentally doxed herself, if I'm remembering correctly. She accidentally revealed some of her own personal information. Some people saw it, but for the most part, I mean, a lot of people didn't. So I don't know her full name. I didn't see it. It was an incident that happened. It was a mistake. And most people are going to be cool and say, you put that info out there on accident. Let's not talk about it. Like, let's not bring it up. But Katie posted that in a Discord server. A moderator deleted it immediately, contacted Unirock's girlfriend, and she woke Unirock up. He went on a live stream right away and was like, this is not okay. Anybody who does this kind of stuff gets booted immediately. I didn't see it. I don't care if it was her actual information or if it was just allegedly her actual information. We don't do that. And the reason that this is such a big deal, first, oh man, sorry guys. I don't know why that went off. Oh my gosh, can I open this? Sorry, husband is texting me. Let me try and turn this off. Anyway, sorry guys, give me just 1 minute. I uploaded my MacBook this weekend and it has been something else. It looks like an iPhone now, basically. Let me get my notifications. Do not disturb. Okay. Now let me respond to my husband. Okay, cool. Sorry, you guys. That was so rude of me. But basically, Unirock was a big supporter of Katie, and now it seems he is coming out saying he does not agree with this behavior. Let me see what y'all are saying. Oh, Kona said, I think Shannon has said her full name once in a deleted live stream when she was mocking someone who tried to dox her before Without a Crystal Ball did, and doxed the wrong Shannon. Her name isn't common info. I think that's like what it sounds like. That sounds very familiar to me. I think that's what it was. Feeling Kind of Breezy said, and Unirock is Katie's friend, so I tend to believe that it happened. I mean, I do too. I don't know why somebody would. I mean, I guess I know why somebody would lie about it, but Unirock has been a big supporter of Katie in the past. And so for him to come out and say, "Hey, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, it's really making me question her motives." Yeah. Marty McFlone said the point isn't really if the information is accurate, but whether the sharing of that info was malicious. Yes, that is such a good point, because the internet creates a completely new world of problems for law enforcement, and from what I've been able to read, there's not necessarily a ton of info clearly defining doxing and the repercussions that can happen if you are found guilty of it. But the common denominator is, if you share personal information, whether it's accurate or not, with malicious intent, if you are intending to harm that person, then that's considered doxing, which is illegal, which is my understanding from the last time I checked. So it's like, it's just, it doesn't matter if it was accurate or not. The fact that she's posting that info, and then like somebody else said, Chaos Weary said, the whoops after was the real sticking point for me, right? Adding that, going, whoops. Yep. Genevieve said, Creepshow talked about doxing herself during one of her Lily Jean videos. She did it prior to that video on art of hers she had posted on Twitter or Instagram. Kona said, Unirock has really weird excuses about why what KJ did before in his Discord for some reason wasn't doxing. Yeah, he spoke about how she just had some bad behavior in his Discord server previously, was like booting people and kicking them from his channel without his permission, and at one point she was a moderator, but he didn't like the way that she was acting, and so he took away her wrench essentially. And it's just odd to me that you would know that this person is like the only person on the internet with a decent size. Well, I mean, he has like 17,000, so that's like a decent size. Obviously, it's not as massive as the people who are currently talking about her or Tati, but that's still a decently big channel. This one person who has your back, you would think you would do anything you could to stay on their good side, and she just hasn't. Saya said, agreed, Shayna didn't put her name out intentionally. Her platform wasn't built off her name, and she isn't trying to hide by not using it. People know her as Creepshow. Yeah, I mean, her name is irrelevant. Oh my god, Elizabeth, thank you. Elizabeth said the Mac update, it's so circular with the icons. It like messed up all my stuff. I had to spend a few hours on Saturday trying to fix it. Like, not fix it, but like get it back to how I wanted it with all my settings and stuff. Don't get me started. And then Saya also said, I don't know why she's so fixated on Shannon. Even before she made her video on her, she seemed fixated on Shannon. Yeah. I have no idea what the idea behind that is. I think maybe it's because Shannon spoke about kind of this issue that wasn't in the mainstream of YouTube drama, and in that video, Shannon was speaking about somebody that Katie did not like, and so Katie was like, we're gonna be best friends. And when Shannon was like, nah, I don't know you like that, like, I'm not interested, I think it got her in a spot where she then flipped and was really mad and kind of had this intent of, I don't know, like just this grudge against her, like this chip on her shoulder about her. All Things Crafty said, I swear it's jealousy. Yeah, it could be. Uncovering Hypocrisy said, changing the subject for just a moment, so the woman who has been dragging family bloggers and vloggers for years, Cough Katie, just uploaded and monetized a video about her child 2 days in a row. I remember watching a video where Katie said that she stopped vlogging about her kid because she realized it was wrong to, like, monetize him to make money off of him and put his info on the internet when he couldn't consent to that. So that's interesting. Without any crystal balls, not without a crystal ball said 1000% think you're correct about the origin of KJ's fixation with Shannon. I mean, that's the only thing I can think, like, why she would have that. Sorry, I keep snapping. I don't know how it sounds on the mic, but why she would suddenly have this fixation and focus on her and this grudge against her. Alright, so I'll read one more. Kona said, I try not to judge people as parents by what they do online, but it's really hard for me not to judge KJ considering she's so ready to judge other families and parenting methods. Yeah. I mean, it is hard because you're like, hey, you know, I don't want to talk about somebody's parenting. I don't know what it's like in their house. I don't know how they are off camera or when they're not around me, yada, yada, yada. But the fact that so much of her content is focused on, like, Teen Mom and the Duggars and other families and their interpersonal relationships. And she made a big deal about how she wasn't going to use her son for money. And now she is when she's in hot water. Just doesn't sit right with me. Alright, last comment about this, and then we are moving on to the next topic, because I know you guys, and I know you're going to have a lot to say. Without any crystal balls, not without a crystal ball, said without a crystal ball keeps claiming she stopped sharing his picture years ago, but 5th of July 2019, she tried to start a family vlog, and the video starring her son was still on her main channel just last month. Ugh. That's not cool. I mean, I think there's a way to go about family vlogging if you are very protective over your kids' information, if they're not in every single one of your vlogs, if it's more about you or you and your spouse, you and your partner, and then it's like every now and then you show your kid because they're doing something cute. I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but when you say that you don't want to use him for money and then you bring him out when you're in trouble, or you've tried to, you know, you had a blog about him in the past, and I understand that a lot of that was because of his medical issues, because he has special needs, but I think that even in that, it doesn't have to be about his special needs specifically. If your goal is, hey, I'm a mama of a kid with special needs, and I want other moms and dads in similar situations to know that they're not alone, I think you can do that. I don't think that's violating your kid's privacy if you're protecting their, like, innermost personal information and their struggles and talking about more of what it's like as a parent with a special needs child. But that's just me. All right. Moving on. Next, we're going to be talking about Zoe Laverne. And I know that this is something that kind of came out a little while ago, but I hadn't watched any videos on it until recently. And I'm going to be linking all the videos I watched and, like, all of my other sources in the description box. I didn't have time to do it before because I was picking out a new iPhone case over FaceTime, so that's on me. But I will link it once we get done. Now, Zoe Laverne. Let's give me emoji thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about with this. Emoji thumbs down if you do not. Feeling kind of breezy said, I don't think she could be any more hypocritical if she tried. That is astounding to me because I'm somebody who I will admit I can be very hypocritical sometimes. Like, I'll judge somebody for something they've done full well knowing that, like, I do that too, or I've done it in the past, but I try and be straight up about it when I say, oh, you know, I don't want to be hypocritical, but this is how I feel, or I know I'm being hypocritical. Like, so I can see it in myself, and I think a lot of other people can see it in themselves too, but Katie just, the lack of self-awareness is something that is incredibly stunning to me. Okay, so we've got just a mixed bag. It's like half and half. So I said, unfortunately, thumbs up. All right, so Zoe Laverne. She is a 19-year-old TikToker who should be getting a lot more attention than she is right now. Essentially, her ex-boyfriend leaked some text between Zoe and a 13-year-old fan of hers named Connor. And the texts were very romantic in nature. The ex-boyfriend was saying, I don't know if these are flirty or not, but they just sound off to me. Nah, they're flirty. She's like, oh, you're right here, babe. I got you, babe. And Zoe initially denied that anything inappropriate was going on, but a video of Zoe, a 19-year-old adult person, kissing Connor, a 13-year-old child, was put on the internet, and Zoe had to come on and say, yeah, I did that, but we only kissed, so nothing inappropriate happened. It was just a kiss. Her mom told people not to hear everything you believe on the internet in a video where Zoe's crying. The dad's in the background saying, turn that thing off, and the mom's all like the panic face of like, no, we're live, don't say that. And Zoe's crying. She wants to say hi to her fans, say hi. And Zoe's all crying, saying hi, and then the mom says, don't believe everything you hear on the internet, when Zoe's the one who admitted that they kissed. A 19-year-old and a 13-year-old, because they caught feelings for each other. What do y'all think about that? Ooh, Audrey, love that point. Audrey said she calls him her best friend. Why are you best friends with a 13-year-old? Even that's weird. Even if they were just friends, that's weird. What do you have in common with a 13-year-old? She was posting on his TikToks like, I miss you, I hope you're doing okay. This is weird. Why? Why do you have a 13-year-old best friend? You are 19. You can vote, you can enroll in the army, you have a driver's license, or you have the ability to have a driver's license, you're moving out, a lot of 19-year-olds are either living with roommates and working, or they're in trade school, or they're in college. Most 19-year-olds are kind of forging their way, and this 13-year-old can't even legally work in most places. They would need a work permit. It's just so odd to me that you would have a best friend who's 13. Corny Bliss that I saw, INABBER posted a video but didn't get a chance to watch it. That's one of the ones that I watched that I'm gonna be linking. It was good. I like INABBER a lot anyway, but his video was really good. Madeline Crawford said, this is my first live. Well, welcome. Hello. Kaylin said, the situation is creepy AF. For real. Marty said, didn't this kind of scandal happen with a YouTuber last year? And that YouTuber also filmed a video with her mom there defending her. I can't remember this YouTuber's name. I'm trying to think who it was. Because her mom there defending her. I don't know. I'll have to do some thinking and see. Genevieve said, the way Zoe keeps saying that she caught feelings for a child will never not creep me out. Courtney said, how old is she? 19. Elizabeth said, oh, her. Also suggestion, do not use his real name just in case. I already said it, so that is my bad, but I want this 13-year-old child. Oh yeah, Audrey said, quote, I wouldn't do anything without his consent. He cannot consent. That's why it's wrong. Right. He's 13. So I said, a mess. Oh, Kim G Gets Fit said, you're quickly becoming one of my favorite channels. Love your content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad to have you here. Lauren said, as a newly graduated teacher, that would be like kissing one of my students. Gross. Yeah, it is just so weird. Caitlin said, unfortunately, I feel like if the genders were reversed, there would be a lot more awareness to the situation. Both are equally as bad and should be flagged. Or should be a red flag. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is a valid point. If this was a guy, and a young girl, people would be really mad. And I have seen a decent amount of videos about it, so I'm glad that people are speaking out. But I definitely don't think it's common knowledge at this point. I don't think it's, you know, based on the voting results, I got half thumbs up, half thumbs down. Most people aren't aware about it. Courtney said, oh, I saw a TikTok of a girl, I think it was Zoe, justifying it, saying something like, oh, well, we are both teens, I don't see the issue. The issue is one of you is an adult. Like, 19 doesn't mean that you're on the same level as a 13-year-old. 19-year-olds can rent apartments. They can, like, get their own credit cards. They can buy cars. And yeah, like, when you're underage, you can buy cars too, but, like, you have a better chance of getting credit when you're over 18. It's just, ugh. Jules McPhee said the stuff she said was eerily similar to, oh man, I got scrolled all the way down. Was eerily similar to things predators told Chris Hansen when they got caught. Conan said, as someone who was a teenager not too long ago, the way social media is set up, it very easily allows inappropriate behavior to slip through the cracks undetected. Feeling kind of breezy said, I think it is wild. That's college age. Seriously, WTF is she doing kissing a child? I don't know. And quite honestly, I don't know about, oh, Saya said Danielle or someone else. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Also, Sinead said, I popped in to say hi. I'm going to watch this later. Hope everyone is having a good day. Well, hi, Sinead. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Yeah, so as far as that last thing that I was responding to that I already lost a train of thought on. Yeah, so, okay, that's what I was thinking about. When I was 19, would I want to be friends with a 13-year-old? No, I wouldn't. And so I don't understand not only why you have a friendship. Oh, that was the other thing. I'm concerned about the parents. And by that I mean the parenting. Because if that was my kid, if I had a 19-year-old kid being best friends with and or being romantically involved with a 13-year-old, I'd be like, what are you doing, dude? Like, no, we're not defending this. We're not talking about it. We're going to shut down social media for a little bit and figure out what is going on with you, that this is something that you're actively engaging in. Not getting on camera with my kid and being like, don't believe everything you hear. No, that's weird. And it makes me wonder why she wants to be friends with a 13-year-old. Because I think most, like, emotionally healthy, well-adjusted 19-year-olds, you might be a little crazy, you might be a little bit impulsive, but for the most part, you're good. You don't want to be friends with somebody that young. You would have nothing in common with them. So it does make me wonder, like, what's your deal? What was your childhood like? Why? Like, why do you have this mentality that this is okay? Count Von Wilson said, I want to cry when I think about the 13-year-old who not only went through this, but has to see it online. Yeah, that's... because I don't know if he understands the gravity of it right now, because he's not the one who, like, called it out or came out about it. But I think, especially as he gets older, he's going to realize, oh, wow, this was really not okay. Megan Richardson said, why is the mom excusing the behavior? Exactly. All right. Bink Stink said, I have a sister about 6 years younger than me, and all I can think of is how much I wanted nothing to do with her 13-year-old friends as a 19-year-old. Right? Jennifer said her parents are enabling her behavior for financial reasons. Facts. Audrey said, if I were the mother of an adult girl who tried to date a 13-year-old and she lived under my roof, I would be cutting her off from the rest of the world and putting her in therapy. Absolutely. Emily said, I feel like people can't wrap their heads around the fact that women can be predators too. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a different mindset. because people like to joke about it. Like, yeah, people will joke about it when the roles are reversed, but those are people that we don't necessarily love to love to hang out with. You know, when you hear a person joking about like an older man and a younger woman, it's like, all right, you're being gross. Like, stop. And most of us are like that. But when it's an older girl and a younger guy, I feel like it's more accepted by a number of people to make jokes and be like, oh, lucky, if I was 13, I would love that. And it's just baffling to me. I don't know if it's because women are seen as like docile, and so it's like, oh, she's a hot 19-year-old, lucky you, that, you know, she can't be threatening, she can't be damaging, whereas you look at a man and you can be like, oh, that's scary, that's wrong, he should know better. I don't understand the disconnect. Kara said, my boyfriend and I are 5 years apart, and it skeeves him out when I bring up that I was in middle school when he was in high school / college, and we're full-on adults who didn't know each other then. Yeah, I mean, obviously as you get older, the age gaps aren't a huge deal, but it is kind of weird to think about when you're like, wait a second. You know, if you knew each other at that point and you started dating, that would be weird. But when you get older, not a huge deal. Audrey said, he may not realize it now, but as someone who was groomed, it has impacted me a lot later on in life, and I was only 7 when it first started. Well, I am so sorry, first of all, to hear that you went through that, but I do think you have a really great point. Like, it lasts, it sticks with you. It's not something that you just get over, and I don't know that he's going to understand the gravity of everything right now. Tammy said, one way or another, that seems like a lot of trouble for both families. Yeah. Ooh, Audrey also said, I just really hope his parents are taking care of him and getting him some help. Absolutely. Alright, so that's what I wanted to talk about with Zoe. Obviously, final thoughts, this is completely inappropriate and totally wrong. No matter how you look for it, I don't think you just catch feelings for a 13-year-old. It's just wrong, and there's no justification for it. So, I wanted to talk about it, wanted to put more of that information out there. Like, none of us are having a disagreement about any of this, so that's it. Moving on, I'm gonna try and get through this one as quick as possible because we got like 20 minutes left. We may only get to one more topic instead of 2. We'll see. Because this is an important topic that I also want to talk about. So next we are going to be talking about some content thievery committed by Mar involving YouTuber HEYPARIS. So give me thumbs up and thumbs downs if you know what's going on. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't. Marty said, if you're 19 and you kiss someone whose instinct is to tell his friends on Fortnite, then you know you've gone in a bad direction. Right, that should be a red flag. Alright. I Wake Up for Makeup said he literally looks like a child. Yeah, this kid looks young. For sure. Okay, so we got all kinds up and down, up and down. Alright, let's get into this. Because Courtney said, ooh, I've been waiting for this one. This one got me, like, personally upset and personally invested. I am a fan of HEYPARIS. I really love her personality and her videos, and I've been watching her for a few years now, so I'm like, this is like attacking one of your own, you know? It's personal now because I like this person, but essentially, HEYPARIS is a YouTuber with 732,000 subscribers, and Mar is a YouTuber who has a channel that has 2.09 million subscribers. She does have a larger channel with multiple millions of subscribers, but that one, I believe all of the videos are done in Spanish, and so this video was not posted on there. It was posted in English, but 2.09 million subscribers is still massive. Like, that's still a ton of people. So Mar posted a video talking about how she was going to start bringing back some story times on this channel, and she wanted subscribers to send their stories in so she could tell them. So she was going to retell them in first person like they were her own, giving credit to the person whose story it was. Now, she announced that, and then the next day she posted a story time video about a Sephora employee ruining a person's wedding with a terrible makeover. In that video, she said, make sure to check out the description box for more details about the story, which, if you're hearing the story from Mar, why would you? Why would you need to check the description box? You heard it. That's it. People are assuming it's a subscriber story, but people pretty quickly caught on that this was one of HEYPARIS' stories from when she worked at Sephora, and started calling Mar out, saying, hey, this is Paris' story. You didn't give her any credit whatsoever. Like, what's up? Mar pretty quickly edited the description box to say, this story is from HEYPARIS. Check her out. Show her some love. She's a great creator. Yada, yada, yada. Paris finds out that this is happening, says, I never gave her permission to do this. This is weird. Why would you take my story? And a distinction that Mar wants to make is, well, why would I tell it without giving her credit? Because I called myself London in the story, and I pointed out that the characters had darker complexion than I do. So obviously, I wasn't taking it. Right, you know, you made it kind of clear that you were calling yourself London, so this probably didn't happen to you. You said check the description box for full details, saying that, like, hey, there's probably more to this story that I didn't tell, so if you want to go check it out, there it is. But she never verbally in the video said, this is from HEYPARIS, and she did not link her video initially. So, first, before Paris made a video, I believe Mar took her video down, posted a community tab saying, oh, I took this video down because people just weren't liking it. You know, they didn't like the concept, but if you still want to send me your story, I'll still tell it, which is odd. And then Paris made a video talking about it, being like, this is weird. I don't know why you would do this. It feels like theft. Like, it feels like you did this and intentionally didn't give me credit. And I'm just paraphrasing, obviously. And posted a bunch of tweets about people, like, talking about it and being like, yo, like, did you give permission for this? Did you know this was happening? All this stuff. One of my tweets was in that video, so a little shout out for me. And she also used a screen recording I took, which made me feel crazy special. Like I said, I'm a fan. I really like Paris. But, so Paris made this video. Mar made a reaction video saying that Paris... She said, what a crazy way to think, talking about Paris saying that she felt like it was a little bit malicious that Mar would change the name to London and not verbally give her credit in the video. Mar said, oh, that's a crazy way to think. I wanted to handle this like adults. I didn't want all this drama. I don't know why you're dragging it out. Sure, I'll give you the $40 I made from the video. Paris made another video where she was just going off because she kept her cool in the first video and was just kind of like, this is weird, why would you do this? And in the second video, she called her out for the deleted community tab, or the deleted videos, the messages that Mar claimed she had read, which she actually hadn't. The fact that Mar said, oh, I wanted to handle this like an adult without any drama, but was still liking tweets and comments calling Paris a clout chaser, and basically called her out. And Mar hasn't spoken about it since. She made another community tab post saying, oh yeah, I saw Paris made 2 videos, but I want to handle this like an adult. She hid my comment, but I'm moving on. And now she's posting content every single day, I'm assuming as like a deflection. So let's hear what you guys have to say. Courtney said, "It is so stupid, in my opinion, to steal a story time on a platform where the original video is already posted. Like, what? And didn't they have a similar title? Like, yeah, I think both their titles were like Sephora employee ruins wedding story time or something very, very similar to that. So it is just ridiculous." Kira said, "Mar contradicts herself a lot while trying to defend what she did." Absolutely. Noticed that a lot. Kara said, "That is just not a good idea." Agreed. Scarlett's Brain is on Fire said, "Mar has been a problem for a long time. She was doing undisclosed sponsorships for a long time. I was a sub years ago, and every time I tried to ask her why she didn't disclose, she deleted my comment." Rude. Saya said she did that so it would go over people's head. Yeah. Marty said, "Someone appropriating content from a black woman without giving any credit. This is unheard of, ... Yeah, and it is just, like, that adds another layer to it. It just does. You are stealing from a black content creator. And the thing that really got me is somebody commented, you know, you claim you're an ally for minorities and then you steal from a black content creator. That's ridiculous. And Mar was like, "An ally for minorities? No, I am a minority." Okay, then you should know how much you would be upset if somebody did that to you. If like a white person did that to you, if they stole your content, didn't give you any credit, and just remade it in the same way that you did, but put it to their bigger audience and didn't give you credit. You would be livid. I assume you would. I mean, I would be mad if somebody took something I did word for word. But then you couple it with the fact that Mar has a bigger following than Paris. She just does. And Paris is black. You are stealing from a black content creator for profit and then claiming that she's crazy for thinking it was done like this. I always gave you credit. Multiple people saw with their own eyes that you didn't. And regardless of whether you gave her credit or not, you didn't even ask to take her story time. Which, side note, is just weird. Like, I don't understand the concept of taking somebody else's story time in the first place, even if you had permission. I don't know. Sybil said, it's kind of sad that all the new YouTubers I found out about are because of drama, right? It's like you hear about somebody or you start watching somebody and you're like, oh, hey, maybe they're pretty cool. And then pretty quickly they get into some mess. Emily said, also Paris is the last girl you'd want to take content from. She's so awesome. I'm glad she popped off on her like she did. Like, Mar could have just owned up to it. She made it worse for herself. Yeah, Paris will call you out. She'll say what's up. She's like, you're not going to steal from her and get away with it. She will call you out. Deservedly so. Saya said, I think so many black women have experiences where we've been embarrassed at a makeup store where our makeup turned out badly. Paris told the story with care. Mar mocked it for entertainment. Yeah, if you didn't see the original story, basically, Paris, a black person, was an employee at Sephora. A black woman came in for a full makeover and ended up asking if Paris could do it, but she was like, no, like, I'm actually not trained for the full makeovers. I can only do the minis, but, you know, everybody here is qualified and they'll get you a great look. This woman, if I'm remembering correctly, said, okay, well, like, could you just kind of make sure that, you know, whoever does me has a darker complexion? And Paris was like, you know, sorry, I can't guarantee that, but it's going to turn out great anyway. The employee that ended up doing this woman's makeup was somebody that Paris did not like, who came off as if they were better than all of the other employees in the store. She was like wanting to be management material, but they were both on the same level. And so Paris was like, oh, well, let's see what happens with this. And she tells the story. And in the story, the employee turns the black woman around so she can't look at the mirror while her makeup is getting done. According to Paris's retelling, she uses a completely wrong foundation shade. She uses like a really bright white highlighter that just doesn't complement the look that she's already done. It just doesn't go exactly, it doesn't complement her skin tone as much as another shade might. And it ends up being a disaster. And the woman ends up not liking her makeup and being like, you ruined my makeup. I have to be at a wedding. And so the skin color of the people in the story is like 100% relevant to the story. And so Mar is Venezuelan, I believe, but she's very pale. But she is Venezuelan, if I'm remembering correctly. And she points out, oh, the people in the story are darker. Like, they have a darker complexion than I do. Yeah, so maybe don't take that story where race and skin color and the fact that a lot of black women, like Saya said, have that experience of going into a store and being like, are they going to have a shade that matches me? Are they going to have a good enough shade range? If I get my makeup done by somebody else who's not black, are they going to have a black makeup artist there? Are they going to know how to match my skin tone? Like, that is an experience that people with lighter skin just don't understand. Like, we just don't. And so I feel like if Mar was going to steal a story time, she could have at least taken one that didn't involve race or skin tone. If she really felt like she had to steal somebody else's story. Oh, I want to clear this up. Emily said, did Mar end up trying to dox Paris, or is that part of the title about the Creepshow Without a Crystal Ball drama? Mar did not try to dox Paris. That is about Creepshow Without a Crystal Ball that we talked about at the beginning. Marty said, Mar's also trying to paint Paris as a, quote, angry black woman for being rightfully upset. I got that vibe. Absolutely. Kara said, yeah, I kind of hate content that is based on retelling something, like a documentary or a book. It just feels really unoriginal, let alone straight up just stealing. Yeah. I mean, I get, like, reviews, but, like, just retelling what happened. Audrey said, honestly, this is why I avoid huge content creators, because I always feel like the mountains of content hide the shady stuff that they do. That's why I don't like people who, like, put out too much content. You know, people who do, like, multiple videos a day. Because I'm curious. I'm like, are you making it harder for people to find stuff that they're looking for? Saya said, yes, it's so important to the story. I Wake Up for Makeup said, Mar thinks that because she's uploading daily and moving on, that we will all too. I'm glad you're talking about this. We need to make Mar accountable. She can't just expect this to be swept under the rug. Yeah. She really can't. And I don't understand the logic. Once again, this is a third story, third time. I just do not get the logic of it. And the way that Mar has responded, saying, I'd hoped we could handle this like adults. What do you mean, handle it like adults? Do adults do this? Do adults steal content and not give credit and then lie about it? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I don't think any of you guys would do that. But the fact that she wants to say, like, Paris is being immature. She didn't say that, like, in her own words, but the fact that she said she wanted to handle it like an adult and Paris wasn't doing that, that's implying that Paris is immature, Paris is in the wrong. It's just ridiculous to me. And she's still liking comments that are saying that Paris is a clout chaser. And Paris brought up a good point. She's like, how? Why? Like, how am I the clout chaser when you stole my video? Like, you didn't contact me. I didn't know who you were. The only reason I knew you took my video is because my subscribers told me about it. So how am I clout chasing? Yeah, so I said in liking comments saying Paris is clout chasing. Where, like, make that make sense. You stole her story time, did not give her credit, and are being really, really rude about it and not taking responsibility for what you did, saying, well, yeah, I should have asked her, but still, I didn't steal her story because I gave her credit. You did all this. But Paris is clout chasing for calling you out when she didn't know who you were and you stole her story. Victoria said, I really don't understand why Mar was so upset that Paris didn't accept her apology. That's not how it works, in my opinion. Right. Adults understand. If I hurt your feelings, I can apologize all I want, but guess what? You don't have to accept it. And I have to be okay with that. If I'm really trying to make it up to you and say, wow, I hurt your feelings, I wronged you, I really didn't mean to, I'm so sorry, I hope you can accept my apology. If you're really trying to make it right, you understand that sometimes people need time. People don't owe you anything. If people want to be upset, they're allowed to be upset. You can't force somebody to get over something that you did to them. Courtney said, wait, didn't Mar try and claim it was a reaction to her story and Paris clapped back with, you mean a reenactment? She did. I Wake Up for Makeup said, do you remember in Mar's video when she said that Paris had a lying face? Yeah, because Paris was saying, like, I saw it with my own eyes that you didn't credit me. And Mar's like, look, she knows that she's not sure. She's about to lie right now. Ridiculous. Carolee said, self-centered adults think they can get away with stealing someone else's hard work. She did. And the thing is, like, it's not like Mar copied a challenge video. Mar didn't say, you know, I saw this, I don't freaking know, handstand challenge on this person's video, so I want to do it myself. Like, it's not like she took a concept of something that she could make totally original from somebody else. She took the story. She took Paris's actual experience and posted it herself. Ridiculous. Okay. So, we are about to hit an hour, which means we are not going to get to the fourth story. I am very sorry. Also, I'm kind of mad at myself because this is the one that I had the most notes on. I'm so mad. But it's on me. It is on me. I knew that I had a lot to say about the other videos. But in any case, we are not going to get to topic number 4 today. And I will not be going live on Thursday. I do have an outside obligation that I have to attend to. Just a heads up for anybody who follows me on Instagram. It's at Inside the Honeycomb if you want to follow me. I have to travel. This is not leisure travel. This is required travel. So I will be out of town. I will probably be posting Instagram stories from the hotel room, but just know that I'm not wilding out, being out there having fun. I'm doing something because I have to. So just wanted to put that out there. I should be able to do a live on Tuesday. Squirrellock says dedicated video. Sybil says, no, let's do this. I can't. I gotta cut it off at like an hour. But Madison Ray said, I can watch you for 3 hours. Love your lives. Thank you so much. But I do try and like make it consumable for most people. Thank you, Saya and Squirrellock, for saying stay safe. I will do my best. I will be masking up all day, every day. I got my antibacterial wipes. I got hand sanitizer. Ooh, we're gonna wipe everything down. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna take this seriously. So, in any case, I will be out of town. I will not be here on Thursday. Next Tuesday, though, we can do the 4th topic. It's fine because it's not really anything super time sensitive. It is basically about Emily Leah's new podcast that she started, just kind of reviewing how she made her return to YouTube and what was spoken about in it. So I can go ahead and watch a few more episodes of that podcast, see if my opinion changes, and then we can talk about it on Tuesday. Marty McFlone said, also unrelated to anything, but I really like your eye look. Thank you so much. It is literally 3 colors. One like super light color all over, a dark tan like in the middle, and then a Laura Lee Los Angeles It's like the sleigh bell one. The like it's like a light glitter in the middle. I don't know. I'll post it on Instagram stories if you want to see the colors that I used. But that is it. Courtney said when you come back there will probably be more to discuss. You're good. I know. That's the hardest part about like not even being on like vacation, but being out of town and saying like, okay, I'm focusing on what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to be focusing on internet drama, is wanting to get back into internet drama. Being like, wait, what's happening? What happened? What got posted? That's like when I took time off in July, the very first day of my little vacation, Jeffree Star posted that video, his like apology, and everybody was talking about it. And I said, no, don't watch it. Don't talk about it. You gotta focus. But okay, yeah, so next Tuesday, tentatively 4:30 p.m. I've had to learn to start like checking what my upload speeds are at, because for some reason my internet doesn't want to be my friend. So tentatively 4:30, it seems like that's kind of the best time to do these streams. So yeah, put it on your calendar, schedule it. Madison said, haha, that's me. I'm a stay-at-home mom and this drama is like my soap operas. It really is. Megan said, sounds interesting. Can't wait till next Tuesday. Safe travels. Be well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the good wishes for the traveling. It's a new... Okay, I gotta go. Because I was about to be like, it's a new airline. I've never been on it before. I'm nervous. I'm like calling customer service, asking them about their bag policies because they're real weird. I have to go to a city that like not a ton of commercial, like big commercial airlines fly into for a reasonable price. Like it's expensive in my experience to fly there. So like we're on this airline I have never flown on before. I don't know their policies. I'm freaking out. I can't even like check in for my flight until we get to the airport. So I'm stressed, but it'll be great. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of the safe travel wishes. Thank you for having a kind, respectful, responsible discussion on all of these topics. I really appreciate you. If you are not subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be great. If you want to see more content from me, don't forget to like the video. And if you are subscribed already, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of you, and I love being able to just sit here, hang out with you, and talk about whatever. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.